clutch, don't be scared. Give it a good amount of gas. Also, before you take off, it's going to help if you press the brake. When you press the brake, your shock's going to go down a little bit. As your shocks are coming up, you want to let go of that brake, pop the clutch, and give it gas all at the same time. Just like when you're learning how to take off and you let go of the clutch slowly and you give it gas slowly at the same time. That's how you want to do it with the back brake. As you're letting off the back brake, you want to let go of the clutch at the same time and give it gas all at once. It's going to help you get that bike up, and it's also going to help you have a little more control of it. If you didn't let any air out of your back tire, it's not always going to balance, you know, so easy. If you let a little bit of air out of that back tire, it's going to help you balance while you're in a wheelie. So let me show you guys, see if you can see my hands and the way I pop the clutch and everything. So I'll show you guys exactly how it should be here. So I'm going about, 8 miles an hour, get to about 8 miles an hour, give it a little brake, and when you get to 5 miles an hour, let go, pop up as so. Brake. I'm going to show you guys how I do it with no brake. This is going to be no brake at all. Start hitting the brake, so that way when you let go of the brake, you already have gas. Start giving it brake. It's gonna help you pop right up. It's gonna help you guys a lot. I'm telling you, try using that back brake when you're first taking off from a wheelie. It's gonna give you more control of the bike, and it's going to also help you get it up if you're having a little trouble getting it up. Give it a little brake, pop it up. Give it brake, pop it up. The back brake really helps you a lot. Pop it up in second, no problem. But I got a stock Grom here, so what I'm trying to do is pop it up in first gear, ride it out, and then get into second gear during the wheelie. That's what I'm learning right now and what I'm working on. So it helps if you learn how to use the back brake and get the balance point down first. Once you can ride that wheelie out between 5 and 10 miles an hour all the way down the street, then you should be able to switch into second gear, no problem. Right now I can't really ride a wheelie down the street, but I can definitely ride all the way first gear and max it out in first gear. So I'm still practicing. I'm trying to get used to the back brake so then I can get used to the switching into second on the other side. But it's hard, man. Just work at it and make sure you keep your feet on the bike. As a beginner, the first thing you're going to want to do when you're in the air and you lose control is like take your feet off the bike. That's the worst thing you can do, and you have no control at all. You got to keep your feet on the bike so you can tap that back brake, and it's going to bring you down if you're too high. Because once you go back too much, you're going to bust your ass. It's going to save you from going over. It's going to save your ass, I'm telling you. I'll give you guys a few wheelies here showing you how the brake brings me right down, and I'll show you why the brake is your best friend when you're doing right down. Do not slam the back brake. It's going to bring you right down. You want to just tap that back brake. You want to get used to just kind of riding that back brake and kind of tapping it. You can't ride that back brake too much, because once it gets too hot, it's not going to work as well. You got to let your back brake cool down. You got to, you know, take it easy when you're first learning. See how that back brake, it brings me right down. Don't ever be scared of going too much, because, you know, if you're going over, you tap that brake, it's going to bring you right down. That's how people can ride wheelies, because they're just tapping that brake till they get at an even point. Then you just hold the throttle steady and you ride that thing out. It's all about using the brake. Yep.
And there goes my front light.
Definitely got to get a better mount for this GoPro. But yeah, hopefully that helps you guys in any way. Hope you enjoyed the video. These Honda Groms are just so much fucking fun, man. They really are. Get your group of people, ride out, have fun, do some hooligan stuff, you know, pop curves, do jumps, do wheelies. Once you got a crash kit on this thing, there's nothing you can do to damage these bikes, really. Add oil in them and just get in it and go. Have a blast. These things are by far the absolute most fun motorcycle to have. I don't care how old you are, how big you are. These things are a blast. You're always going to have fun on them. You're always going to feel like a little kid again. You're always going to feel like you're tearing it up and just ripping around. Don't matter how fast you're going. It don't matter how experienced you are. These things are just an absolute blast. Whether you're a beginner and you're just learning, whether you are the most experienced rider out there, it does not matter. You're always going to have fun on this bike. You're always going to be smiling, and everybody looking at you is constantly going to be smiling too. That is something I can guarantee. This bike gets a lot of attention. People are always looking, always smiling, and it just is a great bike. It's a great conversation starter. It's just a great bike to have a good time on, man. I mean, just get out there and ride you a Honda Grom, and I guarantee you will not forget that experience. I guarantee you'll want to get one. I guarantee you. So just go get you a Honda Grom.